In this video, I'll be introducing you to Power BI service. But before I do that, I want to quickly walk through a dashboard. I'm not going to pay so much attention, but I'm going to build a report here in Power BI desktop and then publish it to the service so that you can understand how they relate and what exactly Power BI service is. So let me start. I have a data set here about cargo data. You can find that in your GitHub repo. You'll be able to import it into Power BI, and let's start working with this data. All I just want to display are information about the present price, the selling price, the kilometer driven. We already have those values here, the year, dimension by year, and the rest. Okay, so first, I'm not going to write any measure here because it's to demonstrate what is possible. I want you to take your time and build something much more than what I'm going to do here. So I'm going to focus first on the present price, and I'm going to turn this to this. Okay, I need to also format it. Come back to home. Okay, pull this guy down so that we can see the value. Okay, under column tools, I can see I can put it in dollars. It's formatted to dollars, so it shows that, oh, this guy is dollars. How many do I also add for that? The same thing for selling price. I'm going to click on selling price and go right here, format selling price as dollar currency. And what else? Okay, I think that is all. All right, so for this, I have 1.5 billion. I can just push it around here. I need to do the same thing for selling price. I'm going to bring in selling price. I'm going to make it a card. Yep, and put it right here. And what again? Kilometer driven. I can go for kilometer driven as a card. This is billion. I actually don't need this guy in billion. I need it as a comma. So when I click on it and come here to format, general, come to, okay, sorry. Look, go to visual, go to colored value, and instead of auto, let's make it 1000. And yep, fine for now. We can do the formatting later. Okay, and what else? I'm going to also look out for bar chart. So let's see for present price bar car seller type, maybe just present price here, car seller type. I can choose a bar chart so that I know it's a bar chart. Car seller type, I'm gonna click on it. So this is what we have right here. So present price by car seller type, we have this. Okay, and I'm going to do the same thing for present price by fuel type. So present price by fuel type, but I'm going to just make it this type of bar. Okay, I can reduce this a bit, and for this I can increase it. Okay, so let me align this and move it up a little bit. I can select them so that they can reduce. I can reduce. I just want to reduce the sizes. And for this, right, move this up a bit because I need them to actually be big. All right, I think this is fine. The next thing I'm going to do is also present price by transmission. I'm just interested in present price. What type of transmission is the car? Okay, we have manual, we have automated. Instead of using this, let me use this donut chart. Okay, great. So I can always remove or reformat this later. The next thing I'm also going to do is present price by year. So present price by year. I'm going to put year. I want it to be a line chart. Is this what I want? Nope. So because year is not seen as, year is actually being seen as number here. As you can see, year is seen as number. So I'm going to click on year and format it as text and not as decimal number. Year should be text. Okay, so you see how it is now. I can also sort it here, sort from ascending order. So you see from 2003 up, and maybe select this type of chart, stack area chart, and then also add selling price to it. So we can see over the period of time, how do the price, the present and the selling price, how do they, function? That's pretty much what I have right here. And for the team, I can actually come here generally under view and try out some themes that might work for me. Okay, I think this theme works. And with this theme, I have a lot of things to play with now. You can see it has formatted the way the time should look. It has formatted the call out value here. It has formatted this chart. They're already looking bigger now. And what else do I want to add? I also need to add table here. I just want to add the table. What do I need on that table? Car name is a table, and I'm going to be adding present price, add kilometer driven, add selling price. It is a table, so I can also drag the table, okay, to be sure that I have value. All right. Then I need to filter this. By the way, to just make this obvious, I can go to formats, go to general, effect, and add shadow to this so that we can even know the length and breadth. Add shadow, and click on this and add shadow. So I can now add my filter, which I need here. I'm going to click on here, and I'm going to make it this slicer. It makes it a filter. Then click back here and make it a drop down. I can leave this height but reduce the width because it's just here. And for these guys, I'm just going to move them a bit to the side. A bit to the side. So reducing the sizes so that I can have more space. Okay. So this is art, knowing where to position, how to position is art rather than science. So, okay. Same thing goes out here. I have here. I need to reduce this. Okay. I also want to put here car name, as a filter. So car name, I'm going to bring it here as a slicer rather, and also turn this to drop down. Okay, but I got to reduce this as well so that it can fit in to the design that we have. I'm going to reduce this. All right. So let's add this same shadow so that all these guys can actually come out. It helps a lot for visual appealing charts that I can actually see where it stops, where it ends, and give shape to everything that we're even doing. The moment you apply shadow, everything just looks so different. Okay, I'm going to reduce this. I'm going to reduce this in this here. Okay, and yeah, not pretty much different. This, I'm going to reduce this because there should be space there, as well as this. Raise this a bit up. And what else can I do? I want to make sure this is only of this height so that they're the same height. And for this, same thing, is of the same height. Open this up a bit. So these are adjustments that I'm just making here. Nothing too technical about this dashboard, but you know about this report. But you're aware that you need to actually make it pop. And if you want to get more, you need to write some DAX, some measures. So it is measures that will actually help with that. Come to this table here and apply shadow on this table as well. General, then effects, then I can save shadow. Okay, just to be sure this is into my, all right. And since we're pretty much done, I need to add some things right here. Either I'm going to come here to insert, I'm going to insert shape. Oops, that's not the type of shape I want to insert. Delete, come back to shape and insert this rectangle, place it up there from edge. So just want to add header to our report. So I have this, and I'm going to insert a text box, well, up there already, and I'm going to type logistics, right? So I'm going to increase the size from what it is here, maybe to something like 42. Oops, I need to highlight them. Let me highlight and then increase to 42. Okay, make it bold. Select a size, the fonts that might work. Okay, I think that will work for me. If I click outside, it is it. Then I can stretch this. Okay, and complete my logistics. Then make it centralized. Highlight everything, Control A. This color, change it to white. All right, cool. I think we're getting there gradually. We are building something interesting here. Let's format this car name type and all these things. So for example, this car name, it could be tricky, depending on what you want to do. I can come to this format and say the slicer header is on. How about the color? So once you change the color, that's when you know what the color is. If I change it to this theme color, oh, that's what the color is. Okay, let me change it to white. So sometimes that is how you know what it is. And for the background, I'm going to change the background to the theme of this color because I want to change everything to it. If I come to general, come to effect, I'm going to see put on background. I'll be able to change this background to this color. Then instead of 50%, reduce it to 0. Okay, we are getting there gradually. And the value, this is just background. The property, look, do we need to apply shadow? Yes. Apply shadow. Do we need visual background? We don't need this. All right. So what we do next is go back to the same visual instead of slicer. This is the text for slicer. This is the border. We're done. Come to value. For value, we're going to put the font size as, just keep it as the same format color. It seems everything disappear, but we'll do background and turn the background to white. I think white will work. All right. So right here, we have formatted it and it's going to look nice. Okay, this is good. And for this, we shouldn't use the same color. Let's just use something else. So for value, let's keep the value here as white. Font as white. And for the background, let's keep the background as the format here. And for the slicer header under the text, you can keep this as this color. Well, the background will leave the entire background as white, but let us add border to it. Border, that will be to value. Okay, look, you can come to general and click on visual border and come here, turn the value to this, the color to this color. So it just shows that, oh, there's something there. Then let's turn on the general, the shadow as well. Effect, come to shadow. So we have shadow on this. And on these prices, we can do more. We can do on these values there, we can actually do more. For example, this present price, you can come back here and on the color value, we can make it bold. It's bold now. You can come here and turn this to this color and also maybe increase this to 30, and that's it. And come back here, do same thing, bold, increase to 30, and instead of making it this color, we can actually turn it white. Wow, we can't see anything there, yes, but we can turn the background of this entire thing to effects, background, turn on background and turn it to this color, theme color, and reduce the transparency, remove it. So we have this. Another category label, that is what we see there. That guy is label, that's the selling price. Turn the color to white. You see, this pumping. And for this, we're not going to do much. Let's just go ahead and come to color value. Make it bold, put it at 30, then give it this color. Give it this color. And maybe adjust this a little and reduce this a little. We don't need decimal places, so I can come down to general, color value, decimal places to 0. And that's fine. And maybe expand this a little. So all we've been doing is just to, create something that is visually appealing, that is cool. And on this table, you can also come here and column headers. The text color will make it white, but the background will turn it to this thing. And you can make the text color bold and increase it to 10. I hope 10 will be enough. All right. So this is cool, and this is just what I'm going to do right now. We are done with building our little dashboard, which is in few minutes, right? You can always take time. For example, the label here needs to be bold. So because I can't see and I'm not sure it's good, it's not actually good for your stakeholders. So come here and come to general. I can see this is not icon here. Label, this is actually label. So come back to visuals, you're going to see the data labels, turn it on, And right here, I should be able to do the values. Okay, that is actually data label will help. You may want to give it another color, but I think that color is fine. And do the same thing for this. Turn on data label, turn it on. Yep. And if you want to do it for this to make it more explanatory, turn on data label. It's turned on already. Another value. Okay, I think it's turned on for the chart. You just want to over on it, you get the value. All right, and if we filter this, that is when we know exactly what, how interactive it is. And for 2017, go to any, these are the cars that we have there. You can also filter with car to see how everything responds. Okay, clear this. I'm going to clear here. The header here, we need to work on it, and that is come to general, you see, title, then the text color, we want it to be this. Okay, you can even make it bold and maybe increase the size, not necessarily make it bold, but at least so that it's visible. Do the same thing for this, bold, increase the size, then change the color to something like this so that people can see it. Do same thing for this, right? And here I might not even make it bold, just give it this color and increase the size. Okay, I can reduce the bold. I think it's fine that it should be bold. Okay, all right, so we're done with this. So what next? You can see this simple chart we're building right here. So you can see that this is a simple chart we're building right here. What we're going to do next is I've signed into my developer account. Make sure you signed in. That is how you connect to Power BI service. This is a report. I'm going to push this report to service, which is online. And pushing that, so I'm going to do that. Once you have signed in, you come to home and you see publish. So when I click on publish, it's going to say, do I want to save changes? Yes, save. So I should select my destination. There's workspace. For now, I'm going to switch back to Power BI service, but you just need to select workspace, this default workspace, and click on select. Then you start publishing this Power BI to desktop, to the online service. Meaning people can actually view it wherever they are. They don't need to use Power BI desktop to view this report. Online, they can connect to it. It's done publishing. It's done publishing right now. So I'm going to click on open. You can open it in Power BI service. We can say get quick insight. I'm just going to click on open in Power BI service. It's going to take us to the web. Log me in to my Power BI service. If I ask you to log in right here, introducing storytelling is another feature. We're not getting there yet. Can ask you to log in with your Power BI. Remember, use your developer account. It gives you access to the pro. Okay, or at least you can use it. I'm on a trial. I think my license is pro. Yeah. So right here, this is not dashboard. This is report. The same report we have created on desktop is what we have here. So dashboard is just few values or cards that business needs, not this report, not the entire report. The report can have several values, several visualization cards, but what the unit, a particular unit is interested in might be just 2 or 3 things. And that's what you address by building or creating a dashboard. For example, what we have at this value, present price, I can pick it up and, or for example, this present price, I can click on this pin. When you click on pin, it's going to ask you, do you want to pin this to a dashboard? Yep. New dashboard. What is the name? Overview. Let's call it overview. I'm going to pin. Automatically that card goes to overview. Let me say go to dashboard. This is dashboard. So this is what I'm seeing is a card. And that is exactly what the dashboard is. This is the value. As things are changing, this value will be changing. If I'm interested in seeing the entire report, when I click on it, it takes me, link me to the report. I can see everything on the report. So let's pin this guy as well. When you filter it, it can actually work. For example, I'm filtering for year 2018. That's most recent year. I'm filtering for 2018. And for this 1 million, I just want to pin this value. To my overview, you see this dashboard, the existing dashboard I'm selecting, click on pin. Go to my dashboard now. You see, we have this value here. When I go back, do you notice something? When I pinned the previous one, it was 1 point something billion. Let's pin this. Let's pin this. This is 4.3. I'm going to pin this guy so that you see. So it's only what is needed that you pin. If I go back there, remember I've filtered it. This guy is now 4.27 million. But when I go to my dashboard, what I'm seeing here is 1.05 billion. Because dashboard will take the filter. Whatever filter you add to it, it's going to take it. So when it was here, the filter is everything was fine, no filter. But here I filtered it to a particular year, 2018. So this selling price and this present price, they are both speaking to 2018. Meanwhile, this is speaking overall data in overall present price across all the years and all the car types and the rest. See, so what you have right here is a dashboard, and I can easily share it. Share with the business. Determine when I click on this share, do you want to allow recipient to share this dashboard when they receive it? Do you want them to build content with the data associated with this dashboard? Do you also want to send them email notification? You can put their email address here, and people within your organization, or you copy dashboard link and just share with them. Okay, so people with existing access can use this, given that you've granted access to it. If not, you have to first click on this share and grant them access by typing their email here. Okay, so the other learning content will help you understand this very well, but it is good to see how you push your data from that desktop to the web. So the web is Power BI service, and majorly it delivers on dashboard. You can also build report from scratch here, which I'm not really going to do this. There's a learning content. Check the blog that will walk you through how to understand this environment in Power BI service and work with data. Thank you and bye.